welcome to another video on my channel.
If you saw yesterday's vlog, you probably know that we are now in Te Anau. We were very lucky with the weather in the last days, but unfortunately it is raining now. The road we came through yesterday, and which is the only road in this region, is closed now due to heavy rain. And our tour through the Milford Sounds was cancelled. The Milford Sounds are the world's top travel destination and one of New Zealand's most famous tourist attractions. There are beautiful cliffs and waterfalls, and of course we don't want to miss this unique opportunity, so we planned the tour for tomorrow. But back to where we are now. As we are stuck here in Te Anau, we will do some local activities. As we are going to the cinema at about 4 p.m, we now have some time in the morning to edit our vlogs. It is still raining, but we will head for the cinema now. The film was pretty nice and gave me good impressions of the Fiordlands. We are having a delicious dinner. We just came back from the Glowworm caves here in Te Anau, Fiordland, New Zealand, and it was really extraordinary. Basically, you can't say glowworms because these glowworms are kind of mosquitoes which are shining blue. The more they shine blue, the more they are hungry. This cave we went to was only 12,000 years young. And I already visited the Waitomo caves, which are on the North Island of New Zealand, a bit further up of Rotorua. And in comparison to these caves here in Te Anau, I can say that I prefer the caves here in Fiordland. You could really see the glowworms close up. We were driving with a boat over the water through this dark cave because the glowworms need a dark area, and it was amazing. You could see all the shining glowworms above your head. You also have to be really quiet in this cave because the glowworms don't like loud noises. Although it was raining, I enjoyed this day, and I hope you did too. I will see you tomorrow. Welcome here to the next day from Te Anau. You probably know that we couldn't go to the Milford Sounds because the road was closed due to heavy snow. So today the weather is good and we will do that tour. We first need approximately 2 hours to drive into the Milford Sounds, and we will start that now. Behind me you can see our van with which we are driving into the Milford Sounds. We just got picked up by the van and now we have here the whole VIP bus for us.
the mirror lake, and it's called obviously the mirror lake because you can see the mirror of the mountains in this lake. We are now at an area called 45 latitude, and that means that we are exactly halfway between the equator and the South Pole. As the road we want to go through is still closed, we are now on a bridge over a river here. And the valley here is called the Hollyford Valley. We just finished our nice walk and now we are trying to get into the Milford Sounds. Okay, so we just saw a kea, which is a native bird here in New Zealand. It is a parrot, a green parrot, and it does not fly. Waiting time, we finally got through the tunnel and through the road, and we are now on our cruise here through the Fiordland National Park. Fiordland National Park belongs to the UNESCO World Heritage Site, and this was 12,000 square kilometers, pretty big. As I mentioned, the Milford Sound and the Fiordland National Park are belonging to one of the world's top tourist attractions, and we will shortly see why. Here we have the second tallest waterfall in the Fiordland National Park. It's as high as a 50-story building. Also, we had to be patient with the road to open. We have a nice sunny day today and we're pretty lucky because the Fiordland National Park and the Milford Sound are getting more than 200 rain days a year. Behind me we have the world famous Mitre Peak, which is on every postcard of the Milford Sound. Unfortunately, our cruise was pretty short, but that was because the road was only opened at about 1:30 p.m. and the boat we normally booked left at 1 p.m. So we had to take the last boat going out of the Milford Sound. But we saw incredible nature and I really enjoyed this cruise. Now we have to drive more than 3 hours to the next stop of our road trip, Wanaka. We just arrived here at our bed and breakfast in Wanaka, and this will close out this video. I hope you enjoyed the 6th road trip vlog from New Zealand, and if yes, please hit the thumbs up. Until next time.